On today's episode of Wangel's Workshop, I'm going to be finishing up this small camp chopper. Now, the reason I had started this camp chopper was I was teaching a friend how to make his first knife, and so I was kind of doing the processes along with him. I had forged this out and profiled it, and even started grinding some of the bevels a little bit to show him how, and then I just kind of never finished it. So I'm going to come back and go ahead and finish this knife. And we're going to start off by removing some of the weight in the tang, and then we're going to move on from there. Now that I finished lightening up the tang, I will go ahead and surface grind the knife, focusing on also the tang area actually, because I want to make sure that there's a flat surface for these scales to adhere to. So now I'll go ahead and grind the pre-heat treatment bevels and also the false bevels. When I do this, I will do about maybe 80% of the grinding. I'm going to leave the edge a little thicker and leave a little extra meat on the knife for the heat treatment, as you don't want to get it too thin where you can overheat the thinner areas of the knife while heat treating it. So moving on to the heat treatment, I had already done a couple normalization cycles after I forged the knife out, so I'm only going to do one more normalization cycle. If you're not familiar with what that is, you're basically heating the steel until it's non-magnetic and then letting it air cool. And what that does is refine the grain structure and make basically a better structure for the steel to be heat treated in. And then for the heat treatment, I'm heating it up also to non-magnetic, somewhere in the realm of 1475 to 1525. And I'm going to try to hold it in that range for about 5 to 10 minutes and then go ahead and quench in a fast quenching oil, in this case Parks 50. I'll leave it in there for about 10 seconds, and then I'm going to go ahead and clamp it between two pieces of angle iron in my clamp, and that will make sure that it stays straight. After that, we will use a file to make sure the steel hardened, and it hardened beautifully. I've always had good results with 1084, so that's nice. And then we will put it in the oven for 2 temper cycles, 2 hours apiece at 400 degrees, and this is what we end up with. Now it's time to go ahead and clean the knife up on the grinder. So here I'm looking to thin the edge out to its final thickness and finish grinding the bevels up and cleaning the knife up as best I can. So I went all the way up through the surface conditioning belts, and now I'm going to go ahead and acid etch it and stone wash it. The acid I'm using is ferric chloride, and for the stone washing I use aquarium pebbles inside a PVC tube, and I soak the blade and the pebbles in WD-40 and then shake it by hand for maybe 2 minutes. And here is the final result of the acid etch and stone wash. I can't remember exactly what this micarta is called, but it's like a butterscotch vintage micarta or something like that. And it has red and yellow liners. And I'll go ahead and drill the pinholes in the handle material, and then I will profile it to the knife. To attach the scales, I'll be using West Systems G-Flex epoxy. Once I've allowed the handle to dry, I'll go ahead and head over to the 2x72 and I'll clean off all the excess epoxy, and then I'll head over to the router table to round over the edges. Now I'll do a little shaping on the grinder, and then I will hand sand the handle down and then buff it. For the secondary bevel, I will start with an 80 grit belt, and I'll create an even bevel all the way down the edge of the knife until I create an even burr all the way down the edge. From there, I'll move up to 150 grit, 320 grit, and then 400 grit, and after that I will use a leather belt to strop it. Now we're going to do like a little sharpness testing and a little edge retention test. I do not have the patience to go all the way through this 2x4 with a knife this size, but we'll give it a good amount of wax and then see how the edge holds up. So here's the knife. I'm pretty happy with how it came out. There was this one issue where I ended up with this like fisheye look in the handle material. I'm assuming it's a mistake I made somewhere along the lines when drilling, but it didn't really show up until the glue up happened, so I'm not exactly sure what the deal is with that, but overall I'm happy with the knife. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking it and subscribing to the channel. You have no idea how much that helps. And if you want to be notified when I upload new videos, hit that notification bell. You could also get updates from me on Instagram, so go follow me over there. And as always, thanks for watching.